How do we get to that position? I'm gonna say don't grab the toes, push the ball of the foot, right, and push up.
Okay.
If we're grabbing the toes, then not wrong, different, right? We can do this, but if you do this with grabbing the toes, what we should theoretically do is be doing a massage for the toes. When we do, this is a little bonus. This is a $2 bonus for you guys, right? When we are like interlocking fingers, there's a massage that we do this, right? And we pull the fingers. If you do that with the toes, you can, but don't just pull the toes like this, yeah? Same but different. So then we kind of either kind of interlock one or two, but we're going to bend at the actual joint for that massage. Our purpose right now is to lift the leg. So we're going to push the ball of the foot, right? And we're going to lift that up, okay? Inside hand on the heel. This is transition. This is a 50% bonus here. And we're going to sweep our hand underneath, behind the knee to bend. And we're going to open up, okay? From here, we just did 14, which is the stretch. Palm press walk up, palm press walk down, right? Next, 15, we're going to sit on our bum. And we're going to bring our client's leg outside. So we are sitting in between our client's legs right now, all right? You notice in the diagram, this is why we color, the outside leg is the one being used right now. Inside leg is just randomly, it has to be there, can't chop off your leg, so it's there. It's not doing anything. Left hand, not really doing anything either, but left hand is on the foot, on the ankle, just for support.
Moral support.
Yeah, moral support. My outside hand is underneath the foot, the ankle like this. I'm not pulling like this. If I pull like this, I'm grabbing way too much, right? Because you're trying to stabilize and trying to do what we're gonna be doing in a minute. Underneath, it's just resting, and you can lose minimal amount of grabbing, right? The key here, for a lot of everything that we're gonna do from here on out, is 90 degrees. This image shows my foot pushing forward. If my client's leg is like this, if I push forward, my foot's gonna slip and go towards the groin, right? And it's not effective either, for that matter. My client's leg is 90 degrees. I'm using this hand here, holding the ankle, to help maintain this 90-degree position. I'm not pulling on the leg, okay? I'm stabilizing it here, and I'm going to push with my foot, the sole of my foot, just straight. So I have to sit a little bit forward, right? So I have a bent leg, and I'm going to push forward. So try to straighten out my leg. I don't have to, or I can sit back and lock my leg. So 1, 2, 3, how does that feel? 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, okay? Now again, I'm not pulling this. If I was pulling this and not doing my foot, it would look like this, right? That's me pulling my hand. Stabilize this 90 degree, so we have compression. Compression, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, compression, okay? Next, lock leg. At my foot position 1, closest to just behind the knee, I'm going to straighten my leg. I'm going to bring my client's foot over my knee and foot under my knee. Okay, so now our legs are locked. Lock leg. Do that again. I just finished the 1, 2, 3, 2, 1 here. Now, transition, stretch your leg, put over and under, and bend your leg back. If you don't do this transition, this is what it would look like. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. That.
Yeah.
Does that feel good?
Good
No.
stuff.
Correct. So, for the sake of your client, lower your knee so their leg can naturally bend this way, and then pull up, foot under your knee. Leg lock. My right hand, secure the heel, keep that foot under my knee. And I'm going to now use my inside leg to do the same thing. Points 1, 2, 3, 2, and 1. Now, when we do this, I'm going to caution you, when you do this push with your foot, do not push along the floor like this. If you push along the floor like this, your client's thigh is going to get caught underneath and it's going to pinch. So when you do the push, I implore you, push, but lift up just a little bit off the ground. Okay? It feels weird doing it up in the air, but when you have resistance, it's very easy. So, just so you know how it feels, just a little bit. If I was to scrape my foot, no, not here, it's coming up. You feel the pinch already? That's what happens if I slide my heel. You feel it, right? That's what happens when I slide my heel on the floor. So, push and lift a little bit. No pinch. Thank you. If you need to, you're using the ball of your foot first to raise the flesh, the soft tissue, and now we're going straight in. Yeah, almost like we're doing this motion. Right? This motion. Not this sliding across. Okay?
So when you just slide it, it causes more pain for them? Is that?
It's going to pinch the floor. The flesh.
Oh,
to
or
the
like,
floor.
yeah.
You'll feel it. I'm going to have all of you do it to
Yeah.
each other so you know what it feels like.
Okay.
So you'll never do it again. Hopefully. Unless that's your intention.
So when you did your right leg, the first part,
Yes.
you also
Same thing, yeah.
push and lift a bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. You will experience it in there. You can't really see it right now because this angle, right? But when we all practice, you'll find out. Okay, so 16, leg lock, right? We just did that, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Next step, feet walk. We're just gonna say hello to the back of the leg again, so unlock. It's a little redundant, but we're going to just happily, no pressure, just massage. Okay? You can do this for the next like 5 minutes. Just a little bit's fine.
And you can use both feet.
That's lighter.
Yeah, both feet.
Lighter than the previous.
This is just a nice relaxation. Next step, number 18. Remember how we brought our client's foot over our thing for a 16 leg lock? We are now going to reposition our bodies just a little bit as you need to. I'm going to slide my bum out, and then I'm going to cross my client's leg over both of my legs. Okay? High, low, hook, hit. 18. So now that I have that in this position, there is, because now we're talking about, you guys have the extra pillow. If I lean forward too much, it might be shin on shin, it might hurt. So if you have a small pillow or something to put in between, you're welcome to do that. I don't necessarily need it. I know what kind of angles to put, so I'm okay with that. If you need to put a pillow or something in between, please do so. Yeah. Next. Inside foot is low, outside foot is high. That means my right foot here is higher than my inside foot. So I'm going to offset that off just a little bit. Okay? And I'm going to lean forward, my knees apart. If I have my knees together like this, I can only lean forward so much. Also because I'm not flexible. If I have my knees apart, I can lean forward through my legs. Right? Bring foot over top of the legs, we just did that. And number 3, finger hook. Finger hook. Oh, jeez. What do you mean? Okay. Now, this is important. Now here's where the end of our class from yesterday makes sense. When we reach over, we're hooking the outside line 1. My client's outside line 1. This is the inside of her leg facing me right now. Her outside line 1 is over the horizon over here, right? That's this line over here. So I'm gonna find line 1, the kneecap's right here, the corner, reach over line 1, and that is my finger hook. Line 1 all across, okay? Line 1, I'm gonna finger hook and I'm going to lean back just a little bit. Point 2, find line 1. Line 1's right here, hook, lean back just a little bit. Point 3, I'm not doing that much pressure either, right?
Yeah.
Like if I'm doing a lot of pressure, that'd be like this. I'm not doing that. Just nice and relaxed, lean back, point 1. Point 3 rather, line 1. Back, point 2, and point 1. Next bullet point, finger walk. So go up, up, same thing. We just did the hook. We're just walking now just to relax it. And then back down. When we have finished this, we're gonna say hello and goodbye. The second part of bullet point number 4, hit on the outside of the thigh. When we hit, we're gonna use the really light fist here. We're gonna use the inside of our hand, and we're just gonna tap this. Okay? Just say goodbye. That's it. All right? The intention here is line 1. If you're not doing line 1, I don't know what you're doing. And I can see it. Believe me. Okay? But you will feel it as well, and you will know the importance of finding those lines. Alright? The next one we're going to do is like line 2, next one we'll do is line 3. That's why it's important yesterday that we did the lines. Okay? Remember, if my client was straight-legged, right, her line 1 outside is right here. So keep a mental note here, as my client is bent like this, I'm reaching for that line over here, line 1, okay, outside. Okay? I'm gonna continue. Any questions? All right, number 19. Cross pull line number 1. Lift knee up and Japanese sitting. Lift knee up, we can do it as a regular person and go, oh, okay, right? And then we sit. Me, I'm too fancy. I just lie my butt back a little bit and I use my foot here and then raise it up.
Oh.
Okay? And then I'm already kind of halfway in position already. Blah, blah, blah. Fancy. Not that fancy. I can reposition my client's foot. So this is, they say lift knee up. We've just done that. And Japanese sitting. I don't know if you guys know what Japanese sitting, but in Japan, I think they just call it sitting. So Japanese sitting is sitting on your heels, yeah. And if you're comfortable with this, great. If you're not comfortable, because we're Western, we can't really. I was not able to do this a long time ago. Okay, so I would do this. I would kind of half kneel, right? And I would secure lightly on the foot. If you need to do it. If you don't need to do it, please don't even listen to me right now. All right. So, securing the leg, lift knee up, Japanese sitting, finger hook on line 1, inside and outside of the thigh, cross pull hands. Now, cross pull hands is going to be like this. So, the legs in between, I'm going to pull like this, pull apart, right? I want line 1. Find line 1 on the inside and the outside. Now, I'm going to do something mistake here right now, and if you can tell me what it is, that's great. No bonus points, just good for you. I'll give you a thumbs up. Point 1, point 2, and point 3. Back to 2, and back to 1. There's something I could have done better.
You could have leaned back.
Oh, not what I was looking for. Hand positioning. My hand, my outside hand was down here, going all the way in. Switch it. So that when I get down here, I'm not at her privates. Nobody gets bonus points. Nobody gets a thumbs up.
So you put left hand, you put your left hand on the
Inside
bottom.
hand, inside hand lower than the outside. Okay. Now, when you look at the diagram, it even shows you that as well, right? So the outside hand there is above the inside hand. Okay. So let's go back and do it properly now. Japanese sitting. Find line 1 on the inside of the outside, right? Remember I told you if you need a little squeeze test over here on the top of the thigh, find line 1, right? Extend that down. And that's my line 1. I'm going to cross pull. Cross pull. Cross pull. 1, 2, 3, 2, and 1. Now, question for Tanya. Is this how they taught it in ITM in Chiang Mai? Okay, so the other way to do this, which, I mean, it's not described like this, is to walk it. So what they're gonna do is ask you to pull, 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 pull. We're doing one line at a time. Oh, sorry, one side at a time. So they're going left and right through walking. Yeah? The book says cross pull. Doesn't say walk. I'll let you do either or. It is what it is. I know.
Because the language too. Because the language too. The Thai people understand that way, that's why they like that. But
Oh, like left and right like this?
It's about how we do it.
Yeah. It's supposed to be like this,
The way they explain is not exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. There's merit to both. I'll say that much because this actually feels pretty good too. Like that. Okay. Next, number 20. Turn the page. Lean back nutcracker. Okay, so nutcracker.
That
We're
doesn't
gonna.
sound good.
No, we're not going near the nuts. Don't worry. Crossing fingers. Nutcracker is in the hand position that we are at because we're going to have our fingers interlaced, and that is our nutcracker right here. Okay? Now, very important, before we look at that, bullet point number 1. Move the foot in, interlock fingers with hands on line 2, both sides. So how do we do this? Move the foot in. It doesn't look like that in the diagram. What we want to do is we want to bring our client's foot as close as possible to their butt. Okay? Now, unfortunately, she's a really bad example because she did it very easily. For some of us who have like super, like I do, thick thighs. I wasn't trying to build any shelf or anything. I'm just saying. What we want to do is we want to push the knee forward, above. We're going to push down just above the ankle, as close as we can to the bum, and we're going to keep that pressure there and drop the knee. Look how much closer that is. Different, yeah? Actually, you can see that there is a difference. If I was to just slide her foot back from here, she can only go maybe about there. Lifting the knee up, down, at least an inch. Okay? So that's technique. Transition. Okay. Next, squeeze thigh and lean back. Again, interlock our fingers. Before you interlock your fingers, here's what you should do. Find line 2. If we interlock our fingers first, and then we try to find line 2, we might not get line 2. We might get some like 1.5, right? The intention here and the purpose is line 2. It says that in the book. Find line 2 with the heel of your palm, right? So if my line 1 is up here, my line 2 is down here, my line 3 is back here. Line 2. Find that, and then with whatever fingers we have left, then we can interlock. So even with her right now, my fingers are interlocked like this. That's how close they are. If I was to have brought my fingers closer together, like totally interlaced, it would be like this, and then you can see that the distance between the heel and my palm is different. Yeah?
You'd miss line 2.
You totally miss it. And then larger people, oh my God, you might not even be able to touch your fingers together, right? But the purpose, the intention is line 2. Get the line 2. Interlock fingers, squeeze line 2, and we're going to lean back. Okay? Two things are happening. Compression on line 2 and stretch back. You can see where it's stretching right now. It's already right now. Okay? Points 1, point 2. Again, you look at your own thighs. Your thighs get bigger as they go up. So unlock your fingers, find line 2 again, interlock, squeeze line 2, lean back. Release, find line 2 at point 3, interlock whatever fingers, squeeze and lean back. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to show you my fingers right now. Interlocked at this point, my fingers are like this. At line 1, point 1, my finger interlock was like this. That's the difference already, even for her. Okay, so you can imagine people with thick thighs like myself. You need to find line 2. Last time I'm going to say, find line 2.
What happened is have short fingers, big.
Yeah, sometimes you might not be able to touch your fingers. Just squeeze. You can still squeeze.
Okay.
Yeah, and pull back. You still can. Okay. All that matters is line 2. Okay, done. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Next, ice picking. Number 21. We're gonna stop at number. We're gonna stop after 22. Okay, and then we'll practice. So ice picking. Move the foot out. Line number 3. Now here's where we need to be careful, and that's a safety. I'm gonna sit back a little bit because we're bringing her leg back out. And theoretically, I can grab, I already hate that word, right? And pull the leg out. What we could do a bit more smooth is the reverse of how we got her foot there, okay? Which is push the knee forward. Oh, see that? Her leg kicked out.
It's like a spring.
Yeah. So for everybody, more so maybe for guys, defend yourself. Yeah. And bring the foot down. Okay. Also necessary for sit back a little bit. Right? If I was all the way here and I did this, boink, right? Not cool.
She knows
Maybe
more.
it is. Maybe you like that kind of. Maybe that's good pain. I don't know. Oh, that's on video. Anyway, so sit a bit further back, knee forward, guard yourself here, and guide the foot back down to a 45-degree position. Okay? Ice picking. Hands in ice picking with thumbs down. Okay. Nutcracker, we know. Interlock fingers, and we use the heel of our palm. Ice picking. Open our hands, flip it around, and we have, like, I don't know, vampire teeth or stingray, or whatever, right? But they call it ice picking. So, thumbs, we're going to find line 3. It says interlock, yeah? Don't do it yet. Find line 3. Find it, find it, find it. Interlock with whatever else fingers you have, okay? When we have found that, squeeze line 3 of thigh. We're not gonna squeeze with our might. Don't use your muscles, use your brain. Using your brain means we're leaning forward and we're going to drop our elbows together, drop down. And automatically, if you can see, right? See my thumbs? See that happening, the body mechanics? This is happening, okay? That's the ice pick.
So again, if somebody has thick
Yeah, that's okay.
thighs,
You
you're doing
You can
that.
still lean forward, and as you drop your elbows, look at my thumb, look at my hands, right? So that's the ice pick. Find what? Line 3. Thank you. Find it. Interlock fingers if you can. Drop your elbows. That's your ice pick. Yeah. Point number 2. Again, thicker thigh as you go up. So find line 3 first. Interlock fingers wherever you can. Drop your elbows. Oh. Point 3 as well. Find line 3. There we are. Where are you? Right there. And okay. 1, 2, 3, 2, and 1. Palm circle the sides of the thigh. Thank you, leg, for letting me poke you. And then 22. A. Any questions, ice making? You will, but that's okay. We'll answer that later. 22A. Double DTP, double thumb press. Thumb over thumb. We're going to go along the center back of the thigh. That's line 4. We don't talk about line 4. The center line of the back of the thigh. We're going to double press behind. I'm exaggerating now, okay? Exaggerating, yeah? We can do this. We're just not going to grabby grab. We're using our intention, which is our thumb, to push forward into the leg.
So
double
what was
means
Thumb over thumb.
oh.
so DDTP
Double thumb press.
double thumb?
You're not rotating or anything, right?
I'm just pressing. So the motion that we are doing, because of the body position that we are in, we are pushing forward and up a little bit into the leg. Okay? We're not pushing down. We're not pushing completely up. We're not lifting. We're pushing into the leg. So that angle right here. Right? Pushing center back of thigh. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. And then 22B says thumb breakdance. And we're just going to say, oh, thank you, da 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 da. Right?
Same line.
Yes. Not Australian breakdancing, okay, please. If you understand
Ray gun.
Ray gun. Okay? That we're gonna stop there and we're gonna rotate practice. But before we do that, I'm gonna show you how to drop your client's leg. Okay? This is going to be the best relaxed position that's useful for your client and for yourself. If you can have your client's leg like this, I can move wherever. I can walk, I can go this way, I can go that way, I can stand up, I can lower down. This is also, if I push forward a little bit, to stretch. Okay? So it's effective, impactful, doing something while I'm doing nothing. Okay? Switch hand, grab the heel, go reverse, protect the underside of the knee, and gently bring my client's leg back down. Okay? Hopefully it's not gonna hurt you. If I didn't protect the back of the knee, bonk, that might not be comfortable depending on people's knees. Okay? So, protect, lift up even if you want to, lift up and drop. Okay. Find a partner, please. Thank you.
The other way?
No!